Everybody agree that this is the gayest place on planet Earth? Well, I'm getting ready to prove that with a straight guy. Right?
Are you sure? That boa is not straight.
We are so excited here at Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival to introduce you to the Honorable Scott Newton, Mayor of Wilton Manors.
Yay!
How we all doing out there?
Your boa has never looked so nice.
Thank you. I made it today.
It looks nice right now, but wait till you see Scott later on. It's going to be a hot mess.
All right, so first, let's get this off the table. How about the weather?
How about that, huh? Everybody thought it was going to rain, stayed home for a while. We're out here, it's shady. Everybody having a good time out there?
Yes!
How about Wilton Manors and how we can put on a party?
Apparently, Scott's been yelling for a couple of days because he sounds a little gravelly in his voice. Let me tell you about what people mostly don't know about Wilton Manors. I didn't know this until I came here. I came from the West Coast. Wilton Manors is an island. It's completely surrounded by water.
That's why it's called the Island City.
The Island City, on and off. Wilton Manors is completely surrounded by other cities, Fort Lauderdale principally and Oakland Park. But Wilton Manors stands out like a big red beacon for the LGBTQ community.
Like a big red pride flag.
A big red and rainbow pride flag.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes, I see it. And what's interesting is our city hall, which is right down the street on this very famous Wilton Drive, has an entire gay city commission. We're one of the few cities in America, and it's led by a straight man, and a straight man that talks so much about our community. Scott, tell us what it's like for you to be mayor of, you've been here a long time.
Very long time.
I heard dinosaurs were walking in corners of this city.
Weren't you born at Alibi?
You know, with George Kissinger, yes. That's when the LGBTQ community was born in the city of Wilton Manors.
That's right. Over the years of what you've watched here and to your time as mayor, what has the experience for you been like?
I'll tell you the biggest experience, especially as a child growing up here. We're blue collar, just hardworking people. And the difference between now and then is the activity that's around this city now, the vibrancy of the people and the action and it's not just the bars, it's not just the restaurants, it's the people that actually are coming to live in Wilton Manors and some of the projects that are coming up. You can live, work, and play in the city of Wilton Manors, and that makes it more of a family and more of a town than it is a city, and I am so happy to be part of it.
There are people listening to you right now that are sitting in West Hollywood, they're sitting in Provincetown, they're sitting in what used to be called Boys Town or in Rehoboth. What do you think about why Wilton Manors is so special for the LGBTQ community?
Well, I think because I believe everybody that comes to Wilton Manors, I don't care if you're gay, straight, black, white, green, purple, you feel safe here. We can walk hand in hand. I don't care if it's two guys, two girls, a guy and a girl. You can walk down the city streets of Wilton Manors and hold hands and feel safe and comfortable. And I think you can't find that anywhere else in America.
You know, and to the proof of what Scott just said, a very interesting thing happened that we reported this week at Queer News Tonight. Airbnb did a study survey of its members in Airbnb, and they rated for June Pride Month of tens of thousands of users the best LGBT locations in the entire world to rent Airbnb and come to that city because the city was so vibrant. Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, New York, London, Paris, Rome. 10 cities, all the major metropolitan LGBT cities in the world, and one city with just 14,000 residents. Little Wilton Manors appeared in the 10 best cities in the world for LGBT. Isn't that fabulous?
That is incredible.
How about, this funny thing is we're about 14,000 people, but guess what? Today, we're about 70,000
yeah,
people.
about 70,000 people.
And one big party here in
Wilton
Manors.
Wilton Manors. Let's talk about the future. First off, you're going to run for mayor.
I am, yes.
And we're very excited about you running for mayor. Tell us about, we understand that the City Commission is approved and it's coming, a new 6-story hotel.
Certainly is.
Right off of Wilton Drive.
Right at 5 Points. If you know what 5 Points is, Dixie Highway and 26th Street and Wilton Drive, behind the bank right there, is going to be a beautiful, beautiful hotel with about 110 rooms. And it'll be nice so you don't have to go all the way to the beach.
Rooftop
Just
pool.
stay here and rooftop
restaurant.
pool. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fabulous.
And we're thrilled, Faye, because it sits right next to Hotspots Happening Out office.
That's
Exactly.
right.
That's happy hour for us every day
Easy,
going
easy,
forward
easy.
when that
Well, there's going to be a lot of great stories coming out of there in the afternoon then.
Exactly.
I bet.
One of the things I wanted to ask you about, we have this incredible event. The Wilton Drive is closed today and tonight for the parade and festival. You do this one other time annually, and that is for Halloween.
Woohoo,
For
Wicked
Wicked
Manners.
Manners,
Yeah.
yes.
Tell us, put on by the Pride Center at Equality Park. Tell us about Wicked Manners and why that is so important to Wilton Manors.
It's very Robert Boo is the head of the Pride Center, and he does a fabulous job at Wicked Manners. And I'll tell you, Pride is pride, the LGBT community, but Wicked Manners is Wicked Manners, and the event is just breathtaking on the outfits that people wear.
Oh, yeah.
It's just breathtaking.
You know, I've
Breathtaking.
been to Greenwich Village's Halloween parade.
So have I.
And
Lots of fun.
oh right, you were in New York, of course. And I tell friends in New York, I've been to the parade in Greenwich a number of times, but I tell them, when you get 30,000 people on Wilton Drive, all compressed into 5 or 6 blocks, and they're all in costume,
Oh, yeah.
30,000. It's an overwhelming experience in Wilton Manors.
And you know the difference between a lot of places that have a big street party and things are going on? Last year, we did not have one arrest.
Not one.
Not one.
One
Wow.
arrested, 30,000 people.
That's the kind of people that come to Wilton Manors because they know they're going to be comfortable and enjoy life here. And I want to give a kudos to the police department and all the departments around Broward County come out and help us
Yes, they
for
do.
Pride to make sure everybody is safe here for the event. So thank you very much.
I'm giving heads up because I believe in a couple of minutes Scott is going to be introducing some of the politicians and other dignitaries that are here at Stonewall Pride. One last thing that I do want to say and I want to ask you about is Pride is an expensive proposition to put on, and this year Wilton Manors came in as the title sponsor, led by you and the City Commission, to allocate a $50,000 title sponsorship to make ensure Stonewall happens. First, thank you very much on behalf of the entire LGBTQ community.
Thank you for 50 G's. We appreciate it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And just help everybody understand, why is an event like this important to a city like this?
You know, our city is around 50% LGBTQ and half straight. And we have to do things for everyone in our city. And this is really our main event of the year is Stonewall Pride Parade. And look at the people out here today. They're all having fun. They're all having a few cocktails, having some good food, and enjoying life here in Wilton Manors. And that's what we want here. I tell people all the time, if you don't like what we do in here in Wilton Manors, move out. There's plenty of people that want to move here. So,
Scott, life is better here. That's it.
oh, can't get any better.
Wait, that sounds like a great slogan.
Nice
Let me write that
tagline.
down right now. Let me write that down. I'll make $1 million on that slogan. Well, Scott, we're going to give you a few minutes to organize, and so you can introduce other dignitaries that are coming.
Okay.
But we want to thank you again, Wilton Manors Mayor Scott Newton. Everybody, thank
We love you,
the
Scott.
mayor.
Thank you, everybody. You have a great time. Be safe and enjoy life here in Wilton Manors.
So if you see Mayor Scott walking around, make sure you go on by and you say hello and you tell him thank you for being such an incredible support to our LGBTQ plus community. Nobody does it better than Scott. He's just so amazing. And his beautiful, beautiful girlfriend, you know, she's like a pickleball champion. Did you know that? You did not know that. I'm telling you. Just so you
Actually,
know.
I did.
Oh, okay, just
I
saying.
did. Wait. What is pickleball? Okay.
It's the cheaper tennis.
Cheaper tennis. Wait, okay, all right. I'm not going to continue to pursue that. And this is our incredible all-gay city commission, including Vice Mayor Mike Brockie. Y'all slow down a moment. Chris Caputo, Don Arminio, Paul Rowley, and of course, our straight ally mayor, Scott Newton. They lead one of the great LGBT cities in America.
Give it up for Wilton Manors City Commissioners.